Hey guys, welcome back to another video on the Inside Spurs channel. A double at lunch. Honestly, it's not as good as a double burger, but it's all right. It's not too bad. Obviously, a little bit more appropriately dressed as well. No longer rushing in from the gym. Obviously, getting two out now because obviously I can't do one later. So apologies ahead of schedule on that front. I'm probably going to ruin a couple of days as well. I can't lie. If you haven't already noticed, I did release a video earlier talking about sort of the Conor Gallagher situation, the Tosin Adarabioyo situation, bids coming in, what's happening, all that jazz. Go check it out. It was earlier. It's a good little video, actually. But today's second video is all around Harry Kane, Davinson Sanchez. It's not as exciting, I know. But I'm going to start with Harry Kane. And this is potential bad news. If you're not aware, Harry Kane is wanted by Bayern and it's wanted by PSG. And the PSG owner and Daniel Levy are very good friends, apparently. Don't know how, don't know why, but they are. And Daniel Levy is probably more open to selling to PSG, I can't lie, just because of how Bayern have gone about it. They don't shut up about Harry Kane. It's a bit weird, you know. It's like a stalker, you know. They just don't stop talking about you, don't stop following you, don't stop doing all these things. It's just odd, okay? But basically, PSG are kind of want to... The idea is PSG want to persuade Harry Kane, right? But this came from Ben Jacobs, and it says that Bayern Munich will make a third bid for Harry Kane. The total package expected to be close to 100 million euros. It's about 85 million pounds. So again, still short of the mark, right? The Bayern chief executive basically is flying into London to speak to Daniel Levy to try and get some sort of bid exception underway. I can't really describe it better, but let's get the journey pushed forward a little bit. I, like other Spurs fans, want a resolution, and this is Ange Postecoglou's also said the same thing. He wants a resolution and wants it quick. I don't want this to be dragging into late August and us still be dealing with the whole is he coming, is he going sort of thing, right? The idea for me is, and if you know they put in a bid that we sort of like, I would be saying to them, going, look, we like the bids, but what needs to happen here is this: we need to sign two players before he can go. We'll accept your bid, we're happy with it, but we want to get a striker in to replace him, and we want a winger in as well. For example, it might be we want a striker in to replace him, and we want to go get another centre half. It could be a central midfielder, whatever it might be. I think two attacking options to replace the main striker. Defence should sort itself out via other funds, right? Which is already there. We're banking on signing defenders with funds already, regardless of Harry Kane. So the Harry Kane money should go on replacing Harry Kane as a striker. There was talks about a potential buyback option for a couple of years' time, and it sounds all great and all, but I don't know. For me, it doesn't fill me with too much excitement. Granted, Harry Kane could go win a Bundesliga or two. It does nothing for his legacy, but coming back at 33 potentially, we might have kicked on. You know, maybe we do sign a Kolo Muani, a Vlahovic, a Jonathan David, an Ivan Toney. Maybe we kick on and they hit in 20, 25 goals a season. Do you need Harry Kane back by that point? You wouldn't. So it feels like a bit of a backward step if we do. So if they offer the money that we want and offer that as well, then fine. But for me, I'd be more inclined to just get the money out of the situation. I want as much money as possible to rebuild the attacking options and build a really well-balanced team. I think that's what you look at when you look at the big boys. Yes, they might fire things into Haaland, but so many avenues open up because of him. De Bruyne is, you know, arguably one of the best midfielders in the world because of the fact that he gets so much space because Haaland is running in behind. You got Foden, you got Grealish, you had Mahrez, you had all these people doing it. You had Arsenal where Saka might be their best player, but Martinelli and Jesus get involved. Ødegaard gets involved. You look at Liverpool when they have Salah, but they had Firmino and Mane that were doing the business as well. It's more of a balanced team, and the balanced team does work best. So it does remain to be seen what happens with the Harry Kane situation. But at the end of the day, I like a lot of Spurs fans, like Postecoglou. Look, we want him to stay, but we don't want this to continue on much longer because it's not going to help us anymore. Talking a little bit around about Davinson Sanchez, it's not often that I would jump in as number two option in terms of stories with Davinson Sanchez, but it's a big bit of news that yesterday I reported that Spartak Moscow had made an offer for Davinson Sanchez talks are progressing, it's an advanced deal sort of thing. Well, it is advanced because Davinson Sanchez has had a bid accepted for him by Spartak Moscow to Spurs for £12.9 million. Thank you very much. Happy days, right? No. Davinson Sanchez has reservations about joining Spartak Moscow. Now, that could be all kinds of things. I'm not going to speculate. We all know the obvious two things that it could be, but I'm not going to mention them in here. It's not great for YouTube algorithm and all that. It's not going to be a money situation. I doubt it's that. Okay, so it's not one of those things as one of those first two things. But maybe he's holding out for La Liga. Maybe he's holding out for Europe, a top 5 European team. Maybe, I don't know. I'd assume Spartak Moscow probably throw a little bit more money in than maybe other clubs to try and get him in. But it shows that I mentioned this weeks ago, and I was on this weeks ago, that it shows that he has a market. Some of our players who we call deadwood actually have markets, and we need to be exploiting that market. We hold on to him for one more week. Okay, well, one more week's not going to hurt because we're going to get the deal that we want. When you think of it, you've got Betis in there, you've got Villarreal in there, you've got Spartak Moscow in there, Strasbourg, you've got quite a few teams in there that want him. We can get a bit of an auction going, saying, look, he's offered 12.9. Can you offer 13.5? Can you offer a little bit more? What can you do? Betis, what can you do? So I don't know about that, but it shows that the deal is progressing. There is something happening with Sanchez's market, and he's been told that he's allowed to explore his options by Postecoglou and Spurs. So I would assume probably in the next couple of weeks he will be gone. You would hope. He will be gone. We can then start to whittle the team down because we do still have quite a big squad. When you think about it, we do have a very big squad still, and we are still trying to trim it down. So hopefully we'll have a situation on that. And just a little bit of an update. Levy's also having to speak to the Shakhtar boss about sorting out a deal for Manor Solomon, but I believe FIFA are also going to be subsidising that deal. So that's just an FYI, okay? But guys, that's the end of the video. Just a little quick one before I have to head out. Obviously, drop a like on the video if you did enjoy it. Hit me in the comment section. With the Harry Kane money, what would you do with it? We're talking about £100 million. What would you do with it? And hey, a little bit of money for Davinson Sanchez. Not too bad. Subscribe to the channel if you are new. We've had quite a bit of a burst recently. Welcome to everyone that is new. Happy to have you all here. And hit the bell notification for more. But anyway, guys, that's the end of the video. And I'll see you all very, very soon. Take care, lads.